So find a comfortable seat, close your eyes, rest your hands. And just take these first few moments to arrive on your mat, arrive in your body. Bring awareness to your breath. See if you can soften your knees, your hips, your shoulders down away from your ears. See where your body might be holding on to tension. Lately for me, it's been in my jaw and my neck. So maybe you open your mouth wide and then close, or take a few neck stretches, whatever you need. And then fold your hands together in front of your heart. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Maybe it's one word or a mantra that you have for yourself this year. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Good. Open your eyes. Plant your hands, downward facing dog. Walk your feet back further than you think you need to. Spread your fingers wide. Cup your fingers. Cup your mat with your finger pads. Let your ears be between your upper arms. And then just create more space in our chest. Shift forward a little bit like you're almost into your plank. You're between a plank and a downward facing dog. And then lift your armpits up toward your ears. Melt your heart down, so bring your shoulder blades together. Now keep this. Strong, straight arms. Downward dog. Your heels do not need to touch your mat. Little bend in your knees. Walk your hands back to your feet. Feet hips width distance apart. Torso hangs, hinging at hips. Let your neck be soft, head heavy. Shake no. Nod yes. Walk your hands up your shins, up your thighs. Come all the way to standing. Tadasana. Root down into your feet, settle in. Connect to your breath. Inhale, reach your arms up, grab your right wrist. Exhale, sway to your left. Stick your booty back. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, sway to your right. Inhale, back through center. Interlace your fingers behind the base of your skull, elbows wide, lift sternum, lift gaze. Let your weight of your head fall into your hands. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold. Walk your hands forward, plank. Press back through your heels. Reach your heart forward. Tailbone back to the back of your knees. This will help take some of that deep arch out of your low back. Inhale, shift forward. Knees can come down. Exhale all the way down to your belly. Untuck toes. Take your hands out wide. Press down through your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. In this wide cobra. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Bend your left elbow. Inhale, come up. Exhale, look over your left. I may have said left twice, but just do the other side. I can't remember. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, come down. Hands slide back beside your ribs, low cobra. And exhale, release, downward dog. Step your right foot through your hand, back knee comes down. Keep your left hand down on your mat, right hand, right knee. Long spine, open your heart to the right. Should feel a nice stretch in the front of your left hip. Good, now take both hands down, squeeze your legs to the midline, reach your arms up. Take your left wrist with your right hand, inhale, reach up, lift your pelvis. Exhale, sway to the right. Inhale, come through center. Bring both hands down to your mat. Lift your back knee, step to down dog. Notice the difference between the sides. Step your left foot through, back knee down. Inhale, reach your arms, both hands start down, right hand rooted, left hand, left knee. Long spine, and then twist. Take your gaze up or down. Both hands come down. Lift back knee. Step forward, forward fold. Heel toe feet apart. Heels toward each other, toes out, malasana. So your feet are as wide as your mat. Use your elbows to press your knees back. Tailbone points down, tall spine. Maybe go back and forth a little bit. Good. Take your right arm in front of your right shin. So your right hand is outside your right foot. Sink the hips, left arm reaches up. Gaze can be up or down. Left arm down, right arm reaches up. Tailbone points down, knees press back. Good, both hands down. Straighten your legs, heel toe feet back, hips width distance apart. Inhale, lift halfway, hands to shins. Walk your hands all the way up so you come to standing. Tadasana. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hinge and hips fold. Step your right foot back. Keep your back knee lifted. Reach your arms up. Crescent lunge, high lunge. Find your footing. 90-degree bend in your front knee. Grab hold of the right wrist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sway to the left. Good. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Listen carefully. Right hand stays down. Toes point to the left, the long edge of your mat. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the head of your mat. Good. Bring both hands down. Step forward, forward fold. Left foot steps back. High lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, sway to the right. Bend your front knee. Lift your back thigh. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hands come down. Left hand stays rooted. And then the toes spin to the right. Inhale, reach your arm up. And maybe overhead. Good. Both hands come down. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, you choose to the belly, cobra, or chaturanga, to up dog. Down dog. Couple rounds of breath. Shake your head no. Nod yes. Yes to your yoga practice. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees. Maybe hop to your malasana or step. Stay here or take crow. Set the hands down. Hike the knees up to the upper arms, close to the armpits as possible. Hug the knees and shins into the midline. Take a look at your belly. Hug your belly up to your spine. Try to bring your feet together as much as you can. And shift forward. Gaze forward, always looking ahead. Lifting right foot, lifting left, lifting shins, straightening arms, heart forward. Lift shins, lift feet, round upper back. Almost fall on my face. Good, forward fold. Whew. Let's stretch the wrists, gorilla, slide your palms underneath. Hinge at your hips, fold. Good. Release the hands, down dog. Step your right foot through, back heel down. And then come on up, warrior one. So back foot's at 45 degrees. Square hips forward as much as you can, hands to heart. Hinge at your hips, twist, left elbow, right thigh. Press palms together. Thumbs draw to the sternum. Good. Both hands come down, lift back heel, down dog. Left foot steps forward, back heel down, warrior one, come up. Hands in front of heart, hinge forward at hips, right elbow, left thigh, press palms together. Really plant down into the back foot as you reach through the crown of the head. Both hands come down, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, back heel down. This time the pinky edge side of the foot is parallel with the back of your mat. So you're looking for warrior 2 feet. Walk your hands inside your front foot and off of your mat. Press your booty back, bend into your front knee, and let your neck be soft. Walk your hands back toward your front foot. Right hand is going to be outside your front foot. Press your backside back and then straighten your front knee from here. So you should not use a block. I used to use a block every time I came into triangle until I learned correct alignment. So if you still feel you need a block, of course you can use it. Left arm reaches up. But maybe try just taking a really wide stance. Good. Bring your top hand to your top hip. Take your gaze forward, half moon. Little steps, big lift. Stacking, peeling open your left hip on top of your right. And your legs are so strong that they actually lift your fingertips from the mat. So you might hover the fingertips so the hands will be on a block. Right sits bone draws toward the lifted heel or the back of the knee pit on your lifted leg. Good. Slowly elongate back to triangle. Straighten your front leg. Left arm reaches up. Good. And then bend your front knee, lift your back heel, step to down dog. Take a moment, notice the difference between the sides. Step your left foot through your hands, back heel down, warrior 2 stance. Front heel lines up with back arch. Hands come inside and off of your mat. Stick your booty back. Bend your left knee. Open it to the left edge of your mat. Relax your neck. Good. Now listen carefully. Keep those nice, strong legs in place. Left hand outside of left foot. Straighten your front leg. Spin your heart up. Right arm reaches up. Press down into your big toe mounds. Top hand, top hip. Take your gaze forward, half moon. Right leg lifts. Good. So the standing leg, the one that's holding you up, is super strong. And then the lifted leg is just as strong as the one you're balancing on, so much that you can hover your fingertips. This is my weaker side, which is obvious to me right now. Good. And then step way back. Find Trikonasana, triangle. Both hands come down. Bend your front knee. Step back, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to the belly or low plank. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot through. And then walk your hands to the left. Straddle forward, bend. Toes face the long edge of your mat. Reach down through the crown of your head. Shift forward to the balls of your feet a little bit. Walk your hands through your legs. Bend your elbows. Maybe the crown of the head touches down. Good. Walk your hands back forward to the top of your mat and then step forward. So feet here as wide as your mat. We'll actually start from a malasana squat. So the knees, the tailbone down. Reach your left arm in front of your left shin. And then actually, we'll do this. Reach your left arm underneath your left thigh. And then take your right fingertips back. Try to take this bind here. So if you don't have the bind all the way, it's okay. Just make the effort. And then straighten the legs. So you still got the bind. Bend the left knee. Try to straighten the right leg and then twist so your right side chest reaches up to the sky. Now you're trying to straighten both legs. Now shift the weight to your right foot. Bend your knee a little bit, recruit your glutes, and maybe your left leg lifts up. So if the full bind doesn't work for you, or if you're in the full bind, you might straighten the leg. If you're not, you just come here. Grab the outside of the left shin. Breathe. And then bend the right knee. We all come back down together. Release whatever bind you have. Fold. Heel toe feet apart. Malasana. Right arm underneath the right thigh. Left hand reaches back. It connects. Or maybe not. Lift your hips. Straighten your legs as much as you can. Maybe bend your right knee a little bit. And then take your gaze up. Open your left shoulder back. Now take the gaze back down. Shift the weight into your left leg. Bend the knee, recruit the glutes. And up you go. So Maybe straighten the right leg. Maybe that bind doesn't work. You hold the right shin. And then slowly, slowly come down wherever you're at. Forward fold. Inhale, walk your hands forward. And then to the shins and all the way up. Step to the top of your mat. Gaze is forward. Settle back into your feet. Calm your heart rate down. Inhale. Exhale. Reach arms up, look up. Exhale, hinge at hips, fold. Step back, down dog. If you want your last chaturanga, take it. Knees might come down. Downward facing dog. Right knee, right wrist, pigeon. So left leg walks back. Keep your toes tucked. And then without laying into the right hip, walk your hands over to the left. Maybe even come down to your forearms. Keep your pelvis lifted. Right hip shifts back to the back of your mat. Let the head drop. And then bring yourself back up. Keep your right hand in front of your right knee or out to the side a little bit, or maybe it comes up on the block. Bend your left knee. Reach back for the left foot. Quad stretch on this left side, and also a stretch in the front of the deltoid. So as you kick into the foot, you pull the foot back. This should feel like an active stretch in the front of the shoulder. Lift your right hip, take your gaze back. Good. Balance is not on my side right now. Down dog. Notice the difference. Left knee, left wrist. Right leg steps back. Hands walk inside. And maybe come down to your forearms. Notice I'm not laying down into my left hip. Keep it lifted. Reach your sternum forward. Let your head hang. Stay in your body. Connect to your breath. Good. Walk your hands back up. Left fingertips out. Bend your back knee. Reach for the foot. Keep your left hip lifted. Take your gaze back. Bend your right elbow. Pull the foot to the booty and then kick the foot into the hand. That nice stretch. The anterior delt. Release the hand. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees. Step or hop to a seat. So just a little bit of core work and then we'll get into some back stuff. So don't cheat yourself here. Come down to your back. And release your fingers behind your head. And legs come up nice and long. Lower your right leg and lift. Lower left, lift, and then alternate. If you want more, you're going to lower both legs and lift. You might grab onto the sides of your mat for leverage. Or maybe you lift your shoulders up. Let the head sink into the hands, lower and lift. A few more. For 3, 2, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And last one. Good. Bring your shoulders and head down, bend your knees. Take your feet down on your mat. And then lift your armpits up toward your ears. And take the head of the arm bones back down to your mat. And then shimmy your shoulder blades together. So this should feel nice and open through your chest. And then press down into the heels. Lift the hips. So stay in this bridge. Enjoy. Drag your heels toward your shoulders so the knees press to the top of your mat. And then options here, either interlace the fingers underneath the booty, puff up your chest, or grab hold of your ankles, or prop one hand underneath the low back, so you're underneath your hips. And breathe. Maybe come to the balls of your feet. Maybe your right leg lifts. Right foot comes down. Left leg lifts. Good. Left foot comes down. Heels down. Remove the hands. Bring your booty down. Knees to the chest. Rock and roll a little bit side to side. Happy baby. Good, and then bring your feet down, soles of feet together, knees wide, Supta Baddha, one hand heart, one hand belly. So all that work, settle in. And just stay here as long as you like, or transition to Shavasana or legs up the wall. So you know how much time you have. Make sure to just take this quiet, peaceful time to yourself as long as you can. Namaste, my friends.